The wind itself, right? It's that debris that gets picked up. Now, I do want to talk about Maria, and we have had a landfall. Let's show you some of the tough conditions that have been out there. We've got some new video to share with you from Fajardo, which is in the northeast corner of the island. And this is where winds earlier had been estimated, or actually had been reported at 100 miles per hour. We haven't seen any report from there recently. Look at that window, just literally getting pushed in by the wind. No doubt, I mean, the pressure change is playing a role in this as well. So, look, you can see the window pane itself, and you can also see the outer, if it's aluminum or it's steel or whatever, just getting completely pushed by the wind. All right, here is the landfall information. 6:15 this morning, we had a landfall of Hurricane Maria on Puerto Rico as a Category 4. It made landfall at 6:15 around Yabacoa, with winds of 155 miles per hour, the pressure down to 917. This is the first Category 4 hurricane to make a landfall in Puerto Rico since 1932. And you'll notice that we are using the satellite to show you the landfall and also the latest stat where it is right now. We have lost the radar. There are two radars on the island of Puerto Rico, both at the airport and the terminal Doppler radar, and the weather service radar as well. Both of those are not available right now due to the weather. So thankfully, we've got our satellites. And this is the GO-16 satellite, which is very high resolution. We're able to track that eye and track some of the fiercest weather as it continues to move across the island of Puerto Rico, the eastern side of the island, getting some of the worst weather right now. In fact, I want to show you that again. So here is the eye. You can see it's sort of shrinking a bit just based on what we're seeing on the satellite perspective. You know, as we would expect, there will be some changes, likely some weakening as it interacts with land and with the terrain here on Puerto Rico. But I think that weakening is not going to be significant enough to reduce the impact. We've got these very strong winds coming around, and if you are on this right side of a hurricane making landfall, that is where you have the strongest winds. You have the forward motion plus that counterclockwise circulation, and that is where we are expecting some of the worst conditions. Now, rainfall will also be a concern along with this wind, but let's track the movement of it, moving off the north coast this afternoon, just after lunchtime, actually. And then beyond that, you will see improving conditions by tomorrow morning. You'll be able to go out and see how the area and the island has fared. By Thursday, we're tracking it to the north of the DR. By Friday, it's to the east of the Bahamas. And then where is Maria going after that? That's a big question, right? We are going to focus on the U.S. potential impacts on the mainland as we continue our coverage right here. But for now, we are watching tremendous rain and tremendous wind, Steph. The rainfall has been heavy. We're watching some of the river gauges on the eastern side of the island, Steph, and they are just shooting up, you know, going from no flooding to major flooding in an hour or even less.